Welcome to Yoga, You and Judy. I am Judy. Today we are going to ground ourselves. So today's yoga flow is all about finding our roots, finding a strong connection with the ground below us. I hope you'll enjoy this class. There's no props needed for it. And with that said, let's get started. Let's start today in a cross-legged position. Feel your sitting bones firmly pressing into the ground. Your spine is straight and the crown of your head is reaching towards the sky. And staying firmly rooted in this position, we are just going to take a few deep breaths in and out. On your in-breath, feel the air flowing in through your nose and traveling all the way down to the base of your spine as your upper body expands. And then on your exhale, feel the air flowing back out from the base of your spine, up through your body, out through your nose as your upper body contracts. And just keep breathing in this fashion and feeling your upper body expand widely as you breathe in and everything contract as you breathe out. Today's class is all about creating a feeling of groundedness, both physically and mentally. Sometimes we feel restless, unconnected with the world, almost like a sense of floating, not really belonging anywhere. And often during those times, tension builds up in the body, especially in the lower body, in our hips, as we're trying to hold in all that tension. So today we are trying to find this sense of groundedness, finding our roots, that sense of belonging, and a lot of it will be about opening our hips, opening the area around the base of our spine, around our belly button, and all of this will peak in our peak pose of the revolved highlungebind. So today's intention is all about, I am grounded, I carry my home within. And let's just start feeling that groundedness, that connectedness with the floor by taking a few more breaths in, feeling the air travel through the nose down to the base of your spine as the upper body expands. And exhale the air out from the base of the spine through your nose as the upper body contracts. Take another deep breath in and breathe it all out. And then from our seated position, we come into a forward fold. So on an exhale, fold your body forward, moving towards bringing your forehead to the floor. And then inhale your body back up. Exhale, bring the forehead towards the floor. Inhale back up. And once more, exhaling, folding forward. And inhaling our body back up. On your next exhale, fold forward, walking your hands to the right, and just feeling that nice stretch on the left side of the body as you take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, walking your hands to the center and over to the left on your next exhale. This time feeling a nice stretch on the right side of your body. And again, taking one deep breath in this position. On your next inhale, bringing your body back up, interlacing our fingers in front of us, and then inhaling them up as we arch the spine, And exhale, bringing them forward, palms pushing forward, rounding our back as we exhale. Inhale, lemma. And exhale, push the palms of your hands forward. Once more, inhale, your arms up. And exhale, pushing the palms of your hands forward. Release and bring the right hand down to the floor next to your right hip. And then inhale your left arm up and stretch it over to the right. Back down. Exhale, stretch it over to the right. Inhale, back down. Exhale, over to the right. And inhale the left hand down. Keeping the left hand on the floor. Taking an inhale here. And then exhale as you lift the right arm and stretch it over to the left. Inhale, back down. Exhale the right arm over to the left. Inhale, back down, and once more. Exhale, right arm over to the left. And inhale it back down. Bring your spine in a neutral position and just bring your arms back in a diagonal shape, pulling your shoulder blades together, arch your back, lift your chin slightly upward, and just take one full breath here. Moving your hands forward, coming into tabletop for some cat-cow stretches. So as you inhale, drop your belly, look up, arch your back. And as you exhale, push your hands into the floor, round your back. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round your back, push into the floor. Inhale, arch your back, looking up. And once more, exhale, push the floor away with your hands as you round your back. And then from your tabletop position, just take your knees a little bit above the floor and just hover there for a moment. And we're just going to hold that to start warming up our core for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then straighten your legs and push yourself back into downward facing dog. So with this being your first downward facing dog, let's get comfortable here, finding your alignment. Your hands are firmly rooted in the ground, not just the palms of your hands, but every single finger, pushing the floor away. Your tailbone is pointing upwards, your lower belly drawing towards your thighs, and your shoulders are slightly rolled outward, head hanging heavy. And then slowly start walking your feet, bending one knee at a time to warm up the backs of your legs a little bit. Let's just take a few steps here. And then twisting to the outer edge of your right foot, creating a nice stretch on the side of our legs, rolling over to the other side. And once more back to the right. Once more to the left, and then just find your stillness in your downward facing dog and just take one deep breath here, breathing in and breathing out. And then from your downward facing dog, exhale, lowering your knees to tabletop and sinking down into a child's pose. Inhale, back up to tabletop. Exhale to downward facing dog. We're going to do this twice more. From your downward facing dog, exhale into tabletop, into child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. On your next exhale, come down to tabletop, back into child's pose. Inhale to tabletop and exhale back to downward facing dog. Take one deep inhale, one deep exhale. And then slowly walk your feet forward, coming into a forward fold. And just keep your upper body dangling, feeling your belly pressing against your thighs. You might bend your knees a little bit to make that more comfortable. And just feeling your lower back stretching out nicely in this position. And then on your next inhale, slowly start rolling your body up, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the last bit coming up is your head, and you come into a standing position with your arms by your side. And then let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, hinging forward from the hip. Inhale into a flat back, halfway up. And then planting our hands and stepping the right leg back, then the left one. On an exhale, lower your knees, arch your back, opening your chest, and lower so that your chin is coming close to the floor. On an inhale, sweep your heart forward, start to curl up into cobra. Lower belly stays on the mat, your hips stay on the mat, you roll your shoulders back, and then on an exhale, you push back into downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. And on your next exhale, step your right leg forward in between your hands, then the left leg. Inhale, halfway up, straight back. Exhale, fold down. And then inhale, hinging up from your hips to standing, arms by your side. From here, inhale your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Inhale, halfway up with a straight back. And then plant your hands on the floor, step the left leg back, then the right one. On an exhale, lowering your knees, arching your back, opening your chest, and then bringing your chin towards the floor. On an inhale, sweep the heart forward, start to curl up into cobra. Belly stays on the floor, hips on the floor, rolling your shoulders back. And from here, you exhale back into downward facing dog. Again, taking 3 breaths here. And on your next exhale, step the left leg forward, then the right one. Inhale, halfway up, straight back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale as you hinge up from your hips to standing with your arms by your side. Let's add a few elements onto that. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hip. Inhale, halfway up. Plant your hands, step the right leg back and then the left one. Exhale as you lower your knees, arch your back, bringing your chin to the floor. Inhale, sweep your heart forward, curl up into cobra, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Stepping the right leg forward in between your hands into a low lunge, lowering the back knee, bringing the arms overhead, core engaged, pelvis slightly tilted, and the hips are pushing forward. And then on your next exhale, bring the left hand down and circle the right arm back, sinking deeper and holding this for 1 breath cycle. And then circling the back arm forward again, framing the front foot with your hands, and exhale back into downward facing dog. This time stepping the left leg forward into a low lunge, lowering the back knee, arms overhead, pelvis slightly tucked, core engaged, hips pushing forward. And then on an exhale, bringing the right hand down, twisting the left arm to the back, sinking deeper, one full breath cycle here. And then circling the back arm forward again, framing the front foot and stepping the right leg forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, hinge up from your hips to standing with your arms by your side. Inhaling your arms up again. Exhale as you hinge forward from your hip. Inhale, halfway up, plant your hands. Now stepping the right leg back, then the left one into a plank. And on an inhale, you shift your weight forward into your hands. And as you exhale, you lower your elbows, keeping them close to your body. This time, knees stay off the ground. Inhale, sweep forward into an upward facing dog, knees still off the ground, shoulders pulling away from the ears. And then you exhale back into a downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. And on an exhale, pull your right knee to your nose, and then you step it through in between your hands. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your front knee bent, coming into a warrior one. So your back leg is strong, your back knee is straight, your navel is pulling towards your spine, your thighs are pulling together, and your hips are square. Bringing your arms alongside your ears and sinking a bit deeper into your warrior one. Interlacing your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open your chest. And exhale as you fold forward into humble warrior, bringing your arms overhead. Taking a breath here. Inhaling back up, and on an exhale, bring the back knee on the floor. Inhale your arms into a cactus shape. Exhale as you twist to the right, and then you open out your arms. Framing your front foot with your hands. Stretch your right knee. You might need to shuffle it forward a little bit, flexing the right foot and coming into a half split position. Straightening your spine as you inhale, and then on an exhale, fold over your right leg, keeping your spine straight. Taking one breath here. And then bending back into your front knee, straightening the back leg and pushing back into downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. And then on your next inhale, lift up your left leg. Exhale, pull the left knee to the nose and step it through in between your hands. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, front knee bent, coming into warrior one. Again here, a strong back leg, straight back knee, navel pulling towards the spine, thighs pulling together, and your hips are square. Bringing your arms alongside your ears and sinking a bit deeper into your warrior one. Interlacing your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, folding forward into humble warrior and taking one full breath here. Inhaling back up, and on an exhale, bring the back knee on the floor. Inhale your arms into a cactus shape, and exhale as you twist to the left, and then you open out your arms. Framing your front foot with your hands, stretch out the left knee, shuffling your leg forward a little bit, flexing your left foot, and then coming into a half split. Straighten your spine on your in-breath, and then on your out-breath, you gently fold over your left leg. Bending back into your front knee, straightening the back leg, and pushing back into downward facing dog. And again, we're going to take 3 breaths here. On an inhale, look in between your hands, bend your knees, bringing your upper body close to your thighs. And on an exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway up, straight back. Exhale as you fold down. And then on your next inhale, hinge up from your hips to standing with your arms by your side. Inhaling your arms up again, this time bending your knees as you sink into a chair position. Weight on your heels, and just take 1 full breath here. On an exhale, fold forward, holding onto your ankles from behind, bringing your lower arms on your calves, and just take 1 deep breath here as you deepen your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or jump back into plank. Shift your weight forward into the hands. As you exhale, you lower your elbows, keeping them close to your body. Knees stay off the ground. Inhale forward into upward facing dog. Knees still off the ground, shoulders pulling away from the ears. And then you exhale back into downward facing dog. Let's inhale the right leg up, and on an exhale, step it through in between your hands. This time your back foot is parallel to the short end of your mat as we come into Warrior 2. Find your alignment with your right knee pressing to the right, your belly button pulling towards the spine, thighs pulling together, arms parallel to the floor, and your shoulders pressing away from your ears. And just sink a bit deeper in your Warrior 2. On your next exhale, bring your right hand next to your right big toe, stretching the left arm to the front alongside your ear, coming into an extended side angle, and keep pulling your belly button towards your spine, keeping your pelvis tucked. Inhale back up to Warrior 2. And then frame your front foot with both hands and step your leg back into downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg up, and on an exhale, stepping it through in between your hands. Back foot parallel to the short end of the mat, coming into Warrior 2 on the left side. Again, check your alignment, left knee pressing to the left, belly button pulling to the spine, keeping your pelvis tucked, your thighs pulling together, arms parallel to the floor, and your shoulders pulling away from your ears. And just sink a little bit deeper here. On your next exhale, bringing your left hand down on the floor next to your left big toe, and stretching your right arm to the front alongside your ear to an extended side angle, and keep your pelvis tucked as you hold this pose. Inhale back up to Warrior 2, and then frame your front foot with both hands and step your leg back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, look in between your hands, Bend your knees, bringing your upper body close to your thighs. And on an exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale into chair. And exhale back up to standing with your arms by your side. And let's just take one full breath here. And then inhaling your arms up. Bend your knees as you sink into a chair position with your weight on your heels. Bring your palms together in front of heart center. And on your next exhale, twist to the right with your left elbow outside your right knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left, bringing your right elbow outside your left knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back into plank, shifting your weight forward into the hands. Exhale as you lower your elbows, keeping them close to your body, knees off the floor. Inhale forward into upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward, coming into a low lunge. Bringing your hands together in front of heart center and twist to place the left elbow outside the right knee. Taking one full breath here. On your next inhale, push yourself up into a twisted high lunge. And then exhale back to low lunge. Untwist. Place both of your hands inside your right foot, coming into a lizard. And just keep breathing here as you sink deeper. Coming onto your forearms if you wish. And just take a full breath cycle here as you feel the opening of your right hip. Coming back onto your palms on an inhale, tuck your back toes, straighten your front leg as you circle it back along the floor and then up into a three-legged dog. And then bring your right leg down into downward facing dog. Taking one breath here. And then bring your left leg forward in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Bring the palms of your hands together and exhale to the left. In that twisted position, as you inhale next, you push yourself up into a high lunge. And then you exhale back down into a twisted low lunge. Untwist, placing both hands inside your left foot, coming into a lizard on the left hand side. And again, we're going to take one full breath here as we feel the opening of the left hip, coming onto the forearms if you like. And then coming back onto the palms of your hands as you inhale, tuck your back toes and straighten your front leg as you circle it back along the floor, bringing it up into a three-legged dog. And then lowering it down into your downward facing dog. Take one full breath here. On an inhale, look in between your hands. Bend your knees, bringing your upper body close to your thighs. And on an exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale into chair. And exhale back up to standing with your arms by your side. Let's add one more element to that. Inhale your arms up, bending your knees, sinking into your chair. Exhale, twist to the right with straight arms. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left with straight arms. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back into plank, and then shifting your weight forward onto your hands. Lower your elbows as you exhale, keeping them close to your body, knees stay off the floor. Inhale, push forward into upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Stepping the right leg forward into a low lunge. And then let's twist to the right again with our palms pressing together, but this time placing the left armpit outside the right knee. Hands in prayer. Take a full breath here. Inhale, straighten your arms and then straighten your back leg. Bring the left hand underneath your right thigh, while the right hand reaches behind your back, taking hold of your left fingers, coming into a bind. And let's take one full breath in this revolved crescent lunge bind. And then slowly release, framing the front foot with both hands and stepping back into downward facing dog. Taking one breath in and a deep breath out. And then on your next exhale, we step the left leg forward, coming into a low lunge. On an exhale, we twist to the left, placing the right armpit outside the left knee. Hands still in prayer, taking a full breath. And then as we inhale, we straighten the arms and we straighten the back leg. Bringing the right hand underneath the left thigh. Left hand reaches behind your back, taking hold of your right fingers, coming into a bind on the left side. And we're going to take one full breath in this revolved crescent lunge bind. And then slowly release, frame the front foot with both hands and step the right foot forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a straight back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale as you hinge up from your hips to standing, and exhale, bringing your arms by your side and just taking 2 nice deep breaths here. And then let's take a step to the side, so facing the long side of the mat with the toes pointing out slightly and the straddle position being further than hip width distance apart. Raising the arms on an inhale as we sink into a goddess pose on an exhale. Bringing our hands on our knees, and then as we exhale, we twist to the right, back to center, twist to the left. Inhale back to center, and then slowly roll up, bringing the feet slightly closer together, hands in front of heart center, and then let's exhale, sinking down into a yogi squat, going down very slowly and coming into a seated straddle position from here. Interlacing your hands in front of you and then start circling over your legs on an exhale. First to the left, to the right. Inhale back, exhale to the left, to the right. Inhale back, Exhale left, exhale right, inhale back, and let's change direction. Exhale over the right leg, left leg, inhale back, exhale, circle over your legs, inhale back, and one more, exhale forwards, and inhale back. Breathing the arms up, and then the right lower arm is placed inside the right lower leg as the left arm stretches overhead towards the right foot, chest turned up and the gaze up towards the sky. And on your next inhale, breathing both arms back up, and then taking that same stretch to the other side, with the left lower arm coming down inside the left lower leg, right hand stretching over towards the left foot, gaze turned upwards, and the chest rotating open towards the sky. And then on your next in-breath, coming back up into center. Bringing the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, breathing the arms up and then folding forward over the right leg. Taking one full breath here. Coming back up on an inhale, placing the left foot outside the right thigh, hugging the left knee with the right arm, breathing the left arm up and putting it back behind, twisting. On an inhale, grow taller, and on an exhale, twist further over your left shoulder. And then release, taking it over to the other side. The sole of the right foot on the inside of the left thigh, breathing the arms up and folding over the left leg. And staying here once again for one full breath cycle. And then we're taking the right foot on the outside of the left thigh, hugging the knee with the left arm, breathing the right arm up, putting it back behind us, and then on an inhale, growing tall. On an exhale, twisting further, looking over our right shoulder. And on your next inhale, release and coming back to center, bringing the soles of our feet together in front of us. Holding onto your feet and then just fold forward. Let your head hang heavy, round your back, and just feel the nice relaxed feeling in your neck, your shoulders, and your back. And taking a few deep breaths here. And then inhaling your body back up and rolling yourself down onto the floor, bringing the soles of your feet up and taking hold of your feet from the outside, coming into a happy baby pose. It's almost like you want to pull your knees to the floor while the soles of your feet are pointing upward, and you can sway from side to side a bit, or you can just stay still and enjoy this nice stretch of your hips. And then let's bring our feet together, bring our toes to our forehead. And then keeping your feet up in the air, soles pointing to the sky. And we're coming up into a shoulder stand, supporting the lower back with the palms of your hands. And just enjoying a moment of this inversion with your ankles stacked over your knees, stacked over your hips. And then very slowly lower your feet on the floor behind you. Don't twist your neck whilst you are in this pose. Bringing the arms down in front of you and just enjoy this nice stretch all the way along your spine as you are now in plow pose. And then very slowly and very gently coming out of this pose, supporting your lower back with your palms if you want, and slowly rolling down into your final relaxing pose into Shavasana. Your legs are slightly apart, feet falling out, your arms stretched away from your body with the palms of your hands facing upward. Relax your body into the earth. Feel all the parts of your body. Relax into the ground below you. Feel your neck, your shoulders, your spine, your belly, your hips. Feel them all firmly rooted into the ground below you. Feel the effects of your practice on your body and on your mind. Feel the groundedness, the steadiness you created for yourself, both physically and mentally. Today's intention was, I am grounded, I carry my home within. Take away the feeling of being strongly rooted in the earth, grounded in yourself, knowing you are enough. There is no need to compare yourself to others or to get confirmation from others. You have strong roots, you are grounded, you are enough. And then very slowly and very gently start bringing awareness back to your body. Start moving your fingers, your toes, circling your wrists and your ankles. Maybe turning your head from side to side. And then keeping your eyes closed in whichever way is comfortable for you, come up into a seated position. And then on an inhale, let's circle our arms up overhead. And on an exhale, bring your hands together in front of heart center and gently open your eyes. I hope you did enjoy today's practice. If you did, please subscribe to Yoga, You and Judy, and I hope to see you again very soon. Have a beautiful day.